It's almost 8 o'clock at night. I'm at my campsite at Roaring Brook Campground in Baxter State Park in Maine, next to Mount Katahdin. There's my home for the night. We'll go over and take a look. I saw one of these. It's very lightweight, so you can carry it on long hikes. I'm car camping tonight, so it really doesn't make a difference, but I like the tent anyway. It's by Marmot. And tonight, since I'm car camping, I'll use a real pillow. It's a little bit after 5, about 5:15 a.m. Hard to tell what the sky is like yet, but certainly light. There's a full moon last night, so it must be fairly clear. Right next to the Roaring Brook here, I'm going to head up the Taylor Trail to Pomola, and the ranger said that it's going to be pretty windy up there today. I'm concerned about strong gusts if I'm on the knife edge, but we'll just have to go up to Pomola and see. I've never been on that peak, so that would be a good day in itself anyway. There's a little plaque at the beginning of the Taylor Trail. 2 years ago I went up the A-Ball Trail. I did a video on that, and there's a kid named Sam that I met up there. He was 8 years old. He'd been up the Taylor and across the knife edge, and had done it in his winter boots. So I'm hoping, even though I'm quite a bit older, 59 now, that I'll be able to successfully go across the knife edge. We'll find out. Now we can see the Keep Ridge, and Pomola should be right up there. Clouds are still rolling over right now, but the sun is also coming out. It's pretty windy up there today. We'll see whether we want to go across or just look at it from one end. There's Hamlin, there's the saddle. We're at the top of Pomola. Kicking it on the top of Pomola. Don't see any clouds rolling over the top right now. I was feeling gusts to at least 60 miles an hour. If I think of when I was a kid riding with the car window open, definitely. So Pomola, the Knife Edge Trail heads over here. Sure. This goes between the two, up over Chimney, and then apparently gets very thin right after that. I mean, I'm willing to humble myself and grab my hands and knees if I have the seat of my pants. Not many people hanging around up there today. That wasn't really the top of the mountain. I have to follow this around. And there is the top of the mountain, right? Big cone of rocks. Here's the saddle.
Rafting yesterday.
We're rafting tomorrow.
Oh, nice. It's fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Some slides there. But the saddle trail actually goes right down through there. It starts out with a slide. Side of Pomola. Very steep in every direction. Not sure where, but we're definitely catching some pretty cool mountain weather here. Despite all this, the sun is shining. Sitting in the chimney here, steeply down and steeply back up again. This little col or cleft between the two mountains. Steeply down and then steeply back up. Well, I've got 9 hours of daylight and I don't think any storms rolling in. So we're going to go a ways here and see how we can do. This might be doable. Once you're in the chimney, you're sort of committed because I just came down this. Mine holds all the way down through it. And where are you guys from?
Freeport.
Freeport, Maine?
Yeah. And Brunswick?
LL Beantown.
Yeah.
And Brunswick, Maine.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we're on the side of Chimney Peak here, about to descend down into the chimney. I've just done that. Took my time, got a bunch of good holds. And then it's on and upward to Pomola. And what trail are you going down?
Elon Taylor.
Elon Taylor. That's the way I came up. You won't get out of the wind till you're off Keep Ridge there, so just watch your footing. Don't let it blow you over and ruin your day. Have a good one.
You too.
All right. The western edge of Chimney Peak here. The weather has improved, and so I'm taking my chances here. I've got quite a few hours of daylight. Weather looks like it's going to hold. And so far, getting down through the chimney was the absolute most difficult part, and I just took it slow and it wasn't too scary. There's a view down through over on the other side there that was pretty steeply down, but there aren't any real cliffs here, but you could certainly get hurt if you were watching the view and not watching your step. So we'll keep on moving. I think we're going to have a successful day, which makes me very happy. So the trail goes back fairly steeply, and you have to put your hand between the rocks, grab that way. So this part is like a highway. It's 10 feet wide. Kind of choose your path. The side of Chimney Peak. Through the chimney. So things are going very well now. Just beautiful swirls and twists of rock down through here. Imagine the force that it took to do that. Then severe weathering from the glacier and just being in an extreme climate. There's the top of the mountain. Could be over there in an hour and a half or so. South Baxter. Minor peak here. Weather's turning out just fine. Right up the ridge. That'll take a little effort. So we'll go back to Chimney Peak. Elon Taylor Trail goes down that ridge. Got a lot of undercast today. Some high clouds are probably building in the distance, but we're really not seeing them here. And the sun is nice and bright. At this point on the trail, you want to stay on the windward side because on the leeward side it goes down pretty steeply. Right down through the valley here. You can see Chimney Pond, it's right over the top of that. So we're here in the middle of the knife edge with
Lee.
Joe.
From Washington, D.C.
Whoa, cool. Both from Washington?
Yep.
Yeah.
We live
Wow.
right downtown, so this is our respite
Yeah.
and calm.
This is definitely out in the boonies.
That's right. That's why we do it. Thank God.
Enjoying every moment.
Now, am I safe to say that we're in the middle of the knife edge? Because you've come from the other way, and...
You're a little bit about a third of the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll see it kind of dips down a little bit right over that peak, and that's about halfway.
Yeah.
And you'll see the pond straight ahead. It's a really nice view.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Primo.
Well,
Enjoy.
have fun. Safe travels.
Thanks, you too. All
All
right.
right. So I've just walked along the edge here, and it really is several hundred feet pretty much straight down right there. So there's definitely a cliff right there. Winds are blowing hard over the top. I'm going to just bivouac for just a few minutes until this cloud is over. Can't see Pomona too well right now. On the cloudy knife edge we have in Maine. Cool. Now the unique thing about these young ladies is that not only they're crossing the knife edge, but they are going back along the knife edge because they came up the other side and have already crossed. So my hat's off to you, except I'm going to keep it on right now. Have a great hike. Alright. So a little further along here, this part is considered narrow simply because it's easiest to go along the top of the rocks, but you can find your way through there. There's Chimney Pond. Looking down through here, just gorgeous. So the knife's edge is a barrette, classic barrette. Scooped out on both sides by glaciers. Going over, but the sun's high above. There's Chimney Pond. Top of the mountain's over there. Your summit is right here. Another 20-25 minutes. Hopefully to the top of the mountain in 45 or so. They're speaking French, so they're from Canada. So we're back in the clouds again. This section is just a steady up to South Baxter Peak, but it's really a jumble of rocks, similar to some things that I've seen on the side of Mount Adams, and Mount Madison, and Washington and the Whites. So you want to pick your step carefully and just make sure you get there safely. And here we have
Dylan and Austin.
And you're from what town?
Asheville, North Carolina.
Asheville, North Carolina. So you're used to mountains.
Yes, sir.
Any mountains down there like this?
Not quite.
I want to get down there and hike. I want to hike in the Smokies and, you know, all over the place down there. There's some really beautiful mountains. So what trails are you hiking today?
We did the Cathedral. Yeah.
How was that?
It was pretty tough.
Yeah.
Pretty steep.
Well, I just want to let you know ahead of time that when you get over to the chimney at the other end here, well, you can't even see it right now. When you get over the chimney, that you want to just have good holds, you know, all the way down and all the way up. It's like 50 feet down and 50 feet up again, but you can do it just fine. Just take care.
All right. Thank you.
All right, have a great hike.
You too.
Thanks. I recently watched a video of a guy in Hawaii climbing something called the Stairway to Heaven. I'd have to say this is the northern version of that. Well, I've reached the summit of the south. Let's keep rolling over the top. The sun is almost sometimes. I feel like I've been walking on the main version of the Giant's Causeway or something. Boulder after boulder. It's only 3/10 of a mile, but it feels like much more. And every now and then there's this view down to the side that's just spectacular. It's probably a good thing that I can't see to the bottom through the mist. Here's that cairn at the top of the mountain. It's only 40 feet away. So here's the one and only sign at the top of the mountain, replaced a couple years ago. After coming across the knife edge, I feel like I'm home now, but now I head down the mountain. Hey Sammy, if you see this, you inspired me a couple years ago to head across the knife edge, so I did it today. And it was a lot of fun. It was challenging, but what a beautiful trail. So hopefully you're still hiking. I'm going to head down the mountain. Oh, there he is. That's the head. Got to be a raven. Got to be a raven. Huge. So now we're down level with Chimney Pond at about 2,900 feet. Beautiful, beautiful pond. But the most beautiful thing is the mountains around, and you can't see the tops right now, but nearly. And from Chimney Pond up to the knife edge is an average of about 2,000 feet, and up to Pomola for sure. Just like with anything, it's more fabulous just standing here, but you get an idea.